I'm just gonna start recording now for the VOD as I record pretty much everything. That way people can share it and laugh at each other. I don't know. Watch it if they want to improve with whatever. But oh,
Derek,
you're
are you here? Can you hear us well?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
yeah, Jordan. Every now and then you are breaking up a little bit, just as a heads up.
Yeah.
Oh, I am. Okay, I wonder what that is.
Seconds to go.
Feel like kind of get in and out.
But other than that, it's all good. Quickly, while they're sorting that out, we've got an AA Faceless Void ban for Team Twitter.
Reserve
Team
time.
Box says they don't have. They just forgot to tag up. It looks like they banned out Storm Spirit and Invoker. First pick overall was the Magnus. Was Tide Hunter, followed up by Magnus and then Death Prophet. Going into the second pick here. So,
Yeah, I think that's pretty interesting that they have a first pick Magnus. I mean, I don't think they use.
like, no, I have no idea why they first picked Magnus. They could have saved him for the last pick and saved their first pick, because no one sees Magnus anymore.
Their bands too, right? Like Invoker and Storm Spirit. Is that somebody that?
Invoker can be.
Or first phase.
Invoker can be, yes. It depends. If you know who you're going against, Invoker can very much be a first ban. Like,
5
if you go look on like the Dota buff of the players that you're going to be playing up against, and you see that somebody on there has like 400 games Invoker and a 65% win rate, it's like, well, maybe we should ban that. You know, like
I know that Lutz is top 100 on Storm Spirit, so that's a.
that could be respect. Yeah, that could very much be a respect ban. So looks like Team Box doing a bit of homework there. Knows who to ban. Do you know if we're doing a best of 2, best of 3, a single
I
game?
think it's a best of 1. I think Box said that they were just doing a best of 1. And that's all they had time for.
Okay, fair enough. That's all good. Sand King banned out next, as well as Earthshaker for their respective teams. Dazzle was the second pick.
5 seconds.
I don't mind the Dazzle pick going up against Death Prophet, and it's kind of a deny pick, because one thing that some teams will do is they'll pick a Dazzle with a Death Prophet, and it guarantees 5 more seconds of that Exorcism being up. And it just makes it all that much harder to deal with her.
Yeah, Weave is really good against Exorcism, so that's a good pick, I think.
Yeah, as well as it's just very good with. It's a deny pick and a counter pick all in one. That Magnus pick though, I'm just thrown off with that. That's funny. I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's just interesting. They must have somebody on their team that's S4.
Radiance.
I mean, I wonder what their lanes are going to be. Are they going to put Death Prophet mid or are they going to put Magnus mid? I mean, the only reason
You can put
way that I could see it running is Magnus off.
Magnus offlane isn't terrible. He's very similar to a handful of other offlaners. Like,
10 seconds to
he's kind of similar to Tide. Obviously not as tanky, but he doesn't have to get as close to spam Shockwave. Especially now with the dual rune, I think Magnus offlane's a lot more viable because you can still get a bottle in the offlane and always run and grab that extra rune. Radiant offlane's a little harder. Dire offlane, I think it's actually decently strong. You don't see it ever, but I think it would be all right. Rubik, that's a good pick.
Dire's pick.
Yeah, Steel
Just to take the Tide Hunter stuff, you think?
If you're quick on your fingers, you can actually lift Tide before he ravages after he blinks. If you're quick enough, or you can, if you have a.
Isn't it? It's instant, isn't it? I think it's an insta-cast lift.
Everything Rubik has his instant cast, except for everything he steals is as well, except for if you steal Requiem of Souls or Techie Mines. Those have their built-in cast animations, but if you steal Fissure or Ice Path, it goes instantly from Rubik. That's why it's so good. He's so good up against Jakiro and Earthshaker.
Radiance pick.
Interesting, I didn't know that. I also checked on Lutz's games, and he has 239 games played on Storm Spirit.
Okay, respect ban.
Yeah, so they apparently did
I
their
played with
homework
Lutz
and
and he told me that he was
got
top
rid of it.
100.
Nice. Skyrath and Lich both banned out. Team Twitter with the Lich and Box with the Skyrath. What does Box stand for? Am I not techie enough to know that one? Someone want to fill me in?
No, they're like Dropbox. It's a cloud storage company.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So actually, the After Hours Gaming League is just top companies that are playing against each other, like IBM, Google, a bunch of different
Radiance
Googles.
banned.
It has a bunch of teams, and it's just the top very big tech companies are playing, all put together a team and play against people. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah, that is. I sent them an email saying I'd cast for them, so hopefully they'll like this. Bit of a demo, I guess. I don't know.
10 seconds to go.
Open pray.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Dude, I really
I don't
like
know
Ember
if they
Spirit.
have
I think it's a really fun hero.
a ticket at all. Let's see.
They didn't at the time. There was just a tab underneath the casting thing that said, if you're interested in casting, send us an email. So I did. But
Yeah.
Ogre Magi,
And it says season 5, but
yeah, it
yeah.
could just be an in-house league, no ticket.
Yeah.
Ogre Magi picked up by Box and the Ember Spirit for Team Twitter, so very interesting pick. And I hear that combos very well with the Dazzle, so you weave the enemy team and then you sleight of fist them a couple times, and it's just going to get worse and worse. Sven as well, the cleave damage being amplified by the weave as well.
I think Warcry was also a really good pickup against
Death Prophet, yeah, for sure.
Sven.
And Ember Spirit could be a bit of another one of those picks that they didn't want to give up, because I mean Magnus Ember Spirit is very good. You give him an extra 50% cleave on top of what he's probably going to get at least one Battle Fury anyway, and an extra 50% damage and cleave. It's pretty solid stuff. So I'm worried for Team Tinker though. A lot of these picks feel like counter picks and
5 seconds.
block picks. And what happens when teams do too many of those is they'll put themselves in a corner where they end up with all these heroes that sure they're great against like Death Prophet and Magnus, but then the rest of the enemy's team does really well against them, or that they're just not as good as those heroes as other heroes that might not be in the best counters, but they're better at them. So I hope that they don't do that to themselves. And I'm not surprised with the PA pick, putting power on PA, and I mean, you guys know what happens.
Yeah, that's really good.
The crits are real. And so Team Tinker, I'm assuming this is going to be safe lane Sven, off lane Tide, mid Ember, Dazzle +1. As far as supports go, I think Lion would be all right here. A little bit of burst damage, some good lane control. In the area, Shadow Demon, not bad. Defensive, depends how defensive they want to go. Omni Knight's still in the pool, so we could see that picked up, and that would, I think Omni Knight would be a really good counter to their lineup without putting them in a bad position draft-wise. But we'll see what they go for.
Yeah, I think Omni would be really good too. Omni's really good against PA.
And Exorcism, and then you can. They don't have a.
For sure.
You can also. They don't have anything that goes through. They have RP, but they don't have any like. They don't have anyone who's gonna build a diffusal blade, right? Like, they're to counter the Omni. It's not like they have I don't know, a Naga Siren or something like that on the team up. So
I mean, I guess the only person that it would make sense to go on would be PA, but I just doesn't synergize
10
well with.
seconds to go.
no, and Rubik and Ogre tend not to get enough farm. They're gonna go with Viper, so they pick up another. Okay, so possibly support Sven, which I think is actually very viable, especially up against Death Prophet. You just get your stun and stats and Warcry. Run at them.
When you go, yeah, I was gonna say, just go stun and stats, and that's it.
Stun stats and then 2 points in Warcry until a little later. If you're going support Sven, I think you should go support Wraith King instead, though, because Wraith King can blink forward, die, slow them all, and then come back and stun them again. I think is usually a better option.
Why do you think they picked Sven over Wraith King then?
Probably for the Warcry. Probably just for Warcry.
I see.
And, well, I think that's
10
okay.
seconds to go.
I think having the Wraith King and the extra life, because what you're going to do is you're going to have all those Death Prophet spirits focus the Wraith King when he, jumps on her. You could waste the Ogre's mana, waste the Blink from the PA, and a couple other things, and I don't know, it's just, I think it runs a little bit better. Do you guys each want to introduce a team?
Everybody get set.
Or do you want me to do them?
Yeah, sure. You pick a team. You
More-
box.
Okay, go for it.
You want me to do box? I can do box, okay.
Yep.
So we got, I don't even know how to say his name. Stushy on Death Prophet. We got Skippy on the Rubik. We got Norwegian Speed on the Phantom Assassin. Mesofly on the Magnus. And insert Girder on the Ogre Magi.
And over on Team Twitter on the Dire side, we have Lutz playing as Ember Spirit in the mid, and then we have KL72 on the Viper. Meh is going to be the support Dazzle. I think probably the 5 role. And then we have Havoc as Sven, and the offlane will be Slunk on the Tidehunter.
You guys made it through excellently with the hardest part of any game, introducing the teams, especially when they're like Spanish, and you have no idea what those characters mean, and you're just kind of hoping you don't insult anyone. I think Sven's actually going to be the 5. He bought a smoke as well as the wards. So I think he's going to be the 5. You gotta turn down.
I was kind of hoping. I was hoping that Sven would go Ags, you know?
You know what? So I think support Sven with an Ags is incredibly legit into the later game.
That'd be awesome. Totally would be good.
I think it actually would be. I like this here whenever you see double wards.
Cosmetically, what I think would be cool is if he had Ags, then it would have that red hue to everybody that had it
Okay, yeah.
affected.
Like they all glow a little bit.
I feel like it should do that. That would be awesome.
That'd be so cool.
I agree. Where's he gonna put this ward? Come on, Havoc.
The flame is real already. It's all good. They're gonna rotate through. It's just gonna bully him back.
Dude, Magnus could really get zoned out pretty strong.
Yeah. He's gonna have a rough day. Mesofly, I don't think he should be able to get too much. But, I mean, Shockwave is a pretty long range, so if they back off a little bit or, you know, get caught pulling, he might be able to go up and sneak some CS. But Viper's not going to care, though. He's pretty tanky, gets a point corrosive skin. It's going to be a bad day.
Yikes, though, this lane control, though. We gotta get 2 range creep on the dire side, so that for sure is gonna push out.
Mm-hmm. KL72 doesn't look like he's too worried about... controlling them much. Bottom lane, Slunk, I think, should be alright here as long as he doesn't go too far forward. He's got 8 tangos. You got a point in Gush, though, and just Gush to creep to get the last hit. Questions! Questions are being had. Oh well.
Actually, I know for sure Slunk, actually I don't know, but Lutz and KL, they're both very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Played in our topless division in 82L, and they did very well. They're good. They're very good players.
Yeah.
Lux is very, very, very good.
And it shows
Lux
he's...
is like 5.1.
And I was going to say, it shows he's sitting up at the top of the CS chart, doubling everybody else on the board. He's sitting 10 and 5. So,
Yeah,
that's the stuff already.
Incredible.
And then you said Havoc is... They said the other person who's really good is on the 5-roll Sven, going Stormhammer and Warcry. A little bit of questionable use of talent, but that's all right. No, I'm not trying to flame.
I think honestly the best. I don't know. I think the best players generally are supports. You know, obviously different skill sets. You know, I would say the best knowledgeable players. I mean, you see PPD and them.
Yeah.
You know, best drafters, puppies playing on support just because
they're
great game knowledge and great game sense.
I think it's. Yeah, and see, that's what I was gonna say. I don't know if it's so much the drafter. I think it comes down to in-game play calling. The best captains are usually supports, because they're the ones who aren't worried about getting the last hits. They're the ones who are watching. Yeah, exactly. Watching the map, keeping an eye out for rotations, and trying to, I don't know, extrapolate where the enemy team is at any given time due to seeing so and so here. And you really gotta know what you're doing when you're in that position, because if you make a bad call and say, "Let's go," and then it turns out that you're just running into a 5-man smoke gank with 3 people, it's gonna have a bad time.
Is Death Prophet not wanting to go bottle? Do you think?
My guess is, I have no idea actually. I don't know why you wouldn't get a bottle in this lane. She might be wanting to pick up the stuff for her Null Talisman first, but that doesn't free up her slot. She started off with a lot of regen going into the mid lane up against an Ember Spirit, and I mean, she hasn't really needed it. She's low now and used 2 tangos, but I don't think that's... I think if you had just bought the 1 set of tangos and no clarities, no salve, you'd be a lot better off. Get the bottle quicker. I'm not sure why. I think maybe just a personal preference or... Let's go.
I think on top of that, Ember Spirit wins this lane.
Yeah. And Ember Spirit, like, as you can see now, he's going to run forward. She's going to get too far away from the creeps. She's going to get shackled up and right-clicked down. Not sure if Lutz is going to want to go. He can get the kill. There it is. But I think he's going to pay for it. He's going to bottle up between tower shots, and he'll actually be all right. Good play from him. You're earning you guys' praise. Every play.
Dude, poor Havoc. Havoc, he walked all the way down there. Got nothing.
Walked all the way back, lets the core, pick up the bounty rune, says,
No bootsies there.
sighs and walks away.
Support life right there.
Mm-hmm. If one of you guys wants to go and manage Twitch chat on the side, feel free. I can mod you at some point if you want. You are? Okay, good.
I'm watching. Yeah, they're hating me. My volume's too low, I guess.
Oh no. I'm gonna turn up volume or riot. I'll see what I can do, guys. Give me a second.
I think it's fine.
You are pretty quiet, but let's see what you can you give me some words?
Yeah. How sound?
You're louder to me. You're louder to me, but
Dose's 35. Am I louder? Can you hear me?
we'll know in a moment or two.
Yes, we will.
I had problems for a long time, and it took me forever to figure it out. But the headset I use is a 7.1, and so because I get all my sound in 7.1, Twitch. Oh, another kill mid. Lutz picking it up on the Death Prophet again. 2-0 on the Ember Spirit. I'm pretty happy with this start. He's already got his phase as well. Jeez.
Dude, look at the CS compared to the next closest, 27.
Viper's actually doing pretty well up in the top lane. He's been, and I'm not surprised. He has had a very easy lane here. He's had pretty much free farm up against this Magnus. Poor guy, he's only gotten 5 CS and 1 deny.
I mean, to put it in perspective, the offline Tide has the same amount of last hits as the PA.
Yeah, he's only 2 down from her, and I mean, because Ogre can't dish out enough damage to get rid of a Tide, usually. Just because, especially when he goes to lane with 8 frickin' tangos. In the mid lane, Ember Spirit getting another kill. Terrible camera we're coming out from this scrub who's casting. Jeez. Wanamora, get the camera on the game.
Seriously.
Under the bus!
Alright.
No, it's all good. But Slunk's been doing very well for himself down here. He's going to have his mana boots pretty quick, and I think at that point PA is just going to be sad. Anchor Smash is going to be real. And unsurprisingly, top lane's going to get pushed in. This tower's going to go down. They've got Weave and Warcry. They just have to hit the tower a handful more times. And Dazzle, being the good support, snags the last hit. Mid lane, Lutz again getting another kill. He's 4-0. This Death Prophet, she needs to start calling for help. These supports are going to have to keep TPs. And, like, if Rubik or Ogre had a TP there, I think they save Death Prophet by just stunning the Ember, letting him take some more tower shots.
Yeah, 'cause he's really diving, you know? He dives past those towers and he doesn't even care.
He's got a drum and phase already.
Yeah.
Yeah, at 7 minutes.
He's having a good game. Hellfire, you can and will be managed, by the way.
I know Hellfire.
Oh,
I think I met
Tide
him.
throws out the Ravage bottom. Makes sure to does a good job. Throws out the Gush afterwards so Rubik can't steal it. Viper rotates through. They actually get a kill as well. Viper's going to look to go on Insert Grinder. Such a weird name. And in the mid lane, Lutz gets another kill while I'm watching this one bottom. Slowest kill, but I think it's going to happen. No, the PA dagger too strong. That said, support Sven. Havoc. He's rotated through. He's got one Stormbolt. Ogre's salved up. He's going to be fine.
Oh, they're going. No, they're not. Just kidding.
KL72 dives very deep into the tower alone. Must have thought he had some allies there. He's going to get stunned up. Gush comes through to Norwegian speed. So far, 1 for 1 in the bottom lane. Insert Grinder out of mana. Rubik, only level 4. Can't steal anything to turn it. And, I mean, safe lane for safe lane, I guess. Didn't have to, but decided to. They're probably just hoping for the Lutz, who's level 11 at sub 9 minutes, to carry them at this point.
Yeah, he's so far ahead of everybody.
He's doing very well for himself as well. He probably could have just gone for a Battle Fury. Nothing else, just naked Battle Fury. I guess you need the boots because your Remnant travel. Speaking of Remnants, he's going to go forward onto the Death Prophet again. He's got Shackles up in a moment. There he does.
Poor Death Prophet.
And how do you say it? Scooshy goes down.
Scoochie. Dude, Death Prophet's just like, please let me farm. I'm trying to get away from you.
Yeah.
I think that after your bottle and your brown boots, I think that Boots of Travel on Ember Spirit is actually really good.
I've seen TC do that a handful of times when he's streaming, and he's with it. He's able just to. He's so mobile because he'll leave a Remnant, TP to a lane, and he'll farm it for a while, push it out, and then he'll just go back to the other lane, and he'll just farm the bottom and the top lanes at the same time, just back and forth. And so I think in certain situations it's really good, but yeah, I'm watching poor Skippy getting chased down. Sven's got his Warcry popped into DD. Oh, nice lift from Skippy, but it's not going to matter. Viper strikes there, Stormhammer, and a couple clicks. There he goes. Cal72 picks up that one. And unfortunately, Norwegian Speed just doesn't have the farm that they're going to need, and Squishy doesn't have the levels. Going for the 404 build, so he won't have Exorcism till 9, and then maybe his next point, 11. Which, up against Ember Spirit, I think you get a point in, I think you actually, yeah, I would almost say you don't max Crypt Swarm, and you get a point in Silence. Magnus is going to get gone on here. He skewers back, actually. He doesn't have an RP, though. Out of mana. He has stick charges. He can throw it out if he wants to. Invis Rune popped by Lutz. Mesofly is going to drop, though. Rubik TP's in, gets a lift off. He probably wanted to bottle up while he was under the tower, and it's a good thing because it saved him.
That was exactly it. Yeah, good point. If it wasn't for the invis, it was just, I thought maybe it would disjoint a hit.
No, cause under the tower, yeah. It was, he lived with about 100, he had about 140 health, and the bottle, assuming, I don't know if he got a full duration off of it, but he probably got at least a half one, so that's an extra 70 health from the bottle that it gave him. And he's actually full health right now. He can look to go on them if he wants. He's going to go in on 3, and I think Scooshy's going to go down again. Sleight of Fist comes through, does a lot of damage. Scooshy's going to drop to this. That max Flame Guard, max Searing Chains. He remnants forward, but he's very slow. Havoc comes in. He's just out of range, gets the Stormhammer off, and he's going to snag the kill. Norwegian Speed goes down. Yeah, the tower's not in great shape. And Battle Fury's over halfway there. He can go pick up the Perseverance if he wants it. Magnus off to the side does have RP. He's going to just start denying this tower. I think that's probably the right call. Dazzle's going to walk through and be like, damn it, I could have been there for that. But in the end, what do you do?
Dude, King Carrot and I, we have been in this situation that Box is in probably almost every week when we play our games. So we understand Box's feelings.
Yeah, you know the pain.
We know the pain.
I was playing with Shoop de Whoop. They were doing a scrim kind of with some of their friends and their team as well, and they asked if I wanted to play with them earlier tonight, so I said sure, and I was just gonna lobby up with a buddy of mine. So they just hit random on the things for the teams, and we're playing and whatnot, and he's on Sand King. We smoked through his jungle. We couldn't find him, but I found his stack, so I dropped a sentry. He was hurt, went to go kill the stack, but they could all see him, so he got killed by the neutrals. I kind of felt like an ass. It was all downhill from there. Yeah. And
so that means your sentry ward works for the neutrals?
Any vision works for neutrals, no matter what team it's on. So what you can do is if you know that there's a big stack and there's a Sand King that's going to farm it, drop a sentry in the middle of the stack, because he's not going to try and restack it. Like, no, he's not going to go from a 4 to a 5. He's just going to sandstorm it down, but they'll be able to see him, and if he's hurt when he does it, it'll just kill him. Plus, he'll have to waste a sentry to go deward it, and odds are it's pretty early, and he doesn't have a whole lot of money. It's really good at delaying his Blink Dagger.
I did not know that. That's good to know.
Speaking of blinks, Havoc, he's 300 and some away from his. He's going to be pretty excited when he gets that. No, sorry, he's 400 away. That 100 gold increase. Curse you, Valve. Broadsword picked up for the Ember as well. Tide's here as well. Oh no! He didn't blink. He just ravaged. He caught the Ogre. I don't think it's going to matter though. That said, nice RP coming up from Mesofly. He's going to skewer through. So far, they get the Sven, but Ember cleans up. 3 for 1. And Tide blinks forward this time. Nice Searing Chains. That's actually going to be a double kill. Rampage comes out for Lutz. Skippy. What else do you say? Havoc is sad. I don't know why Havoc's sad.
He died.
Yeah, I guess. There goes his perfect game. What a feeder. Why you do this?
15 and 0.
Yeah, he is the vast majority of their kills. And they're just going to look to push this while Viper slip pushes bottom. He's like, go team, you're doing great. Keep her up. Oh.
10,000 net worth.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bother to pull up the golden XP charts. They're just gonna be rude.
Yeah, it's rough.
Oh, did you? See, now I want to look. But Lutz is going to go in. Skippy, he's dropping very low. One more click. Gets the lift off. Multicast onto the Tide before he goes down. Or before Ogre gets chained up. But Viper Strike comes in onto Insert Grinder as well as the Poison Touch. He just drops. Another double kill going up for Lutz. He's 17-0-1. He's got his Battle Fury and 3k gold in the bank. Come on, Chrysalis. Looks like he's going for his second Battle Fury. No.
Alright, so what does Box do to get back into this game?
Turtle like you've never seen before. They have to let Ember Spirit feed like 4 times. And he's gonna Remnant in, he goes for chains, almost kills the PA. Top, they're Havoc's in a bit of trouble though. He's running around in circles. Shockwave's gonna come out. Nice skewer from Mesofly, brings him all the way back. But unfortunately, oh, the RP! Havoc goes down again. PA blinks forward. Oh, they all get cleaned up by the Ember Spirit. Just too much damage at this point. And Skippy's gonna drop one more Sleight of Fist through. No Ultra Kill yet. Multicast onto the Viper. Remnant forward. Is this gonna be a second Rampage? Ultra Kill though. Somebody who stole his last hit. Oh, it was the Viper. What a KSer. What a guy.
Seriously.
That's rude right there. Twitch has taken up the war cry of Lutz Dota. That's good. And I mean, I don't know. I feel like Box is just hoping to get a kill on the Ember Spirit at this point. What they really need Exorcism on this Death Prophet. She has to just go like run in the other direction of the Ember whenever she sees her. She needs to go top or something. Ravage forward onto 4 though. It's not gonna matter. Let's Remnants forward. Gets another kill. Sleight of Fists. Tide picks up 1 from him. Magnus skewers away. Let's is fearless at this point. They're pinging him back. They don't want to ruin his perfect game.
Yeah, double Battle Furies.
Yeah, and I think at this point it's crit. When you're this far ahead, I think double Battle Fury is definitely the way to go. It's more damage, and it's all the sustain you need just to keep doing what you're doing. And you don't have to.
I think crit's overkill at this point.
Yes and no.
He's gonna
Battle Fury is more reliable damage, right? And when you're pushing into, go ahead.
Ogre has 1,000 hit points, right?
1,000
hit points and 8 armor. He's the strongest one with 1,000 hit points.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, poor Skippy. I saw that. Battle Fury is more reliable. The second Battle Fury is a lot more reliable damage, just because it's a constant plus 60, whereas the the Chrysalis at this point, I mean, sure you'd have a Daedalus, it's only 30, and you have to crit for it to be worth more. But from this, he gets that extra 35% damage in his cleave. And I think, yeah, he's going Chrysalis now with a broadsword.
He is, yeah.
So, but yeah, looks like the Ember Spirit wasn't a blocked pick. It was a. Go ahead.
Did you look at the net worth yet?
Me? I haven't.
Yeah, have you looked at the net worth at all?
I can pull it up. I'll pull it up after this fight.
Net worth.
Just his?
Just the net worth.
Oh, jeez.
Not the
It's not even sorted by team. That's just what it is.
I know. You think, oh, I must be sorting it wrong. No,
Nope.
you're not.
Oh god. Poor guys. I mean, they've got Exorcism. They're gonna look to go, but those pitiful 10 ghosts. Oh, that was a good RP. Hey, he gets a kill. Skewers them away from his base. Gets taken down by KL72.
We have 11 times as many kills on on the Twitter side.
What's unfortunate though is Twitter's lineup is actually ass at pushing high ground.
I know, especially with RP, right? It's hard to get up there.
Yeah, he's gonna remnant forward, and he's gonna dive well. But the problem is they don't hit buildings real well. Like, and all of their net worth is on Lutz. There's because the creep wave keeps diving past with them, so they keep losing the creep wave, and they go down. Dazzle was dead there, so he couldn't heal him up. Mex is on cooldown still.
Dude, what I love about Box though, they are not giving up.
No,
You know,
they're in it to win it.
AHG coming out. And that's right. They're like, we are never. You are gonna kill our ancient. That's it.
Yeah, but the downside is they respawn so fast that they're they're always up to defend.
That's right. What's the level difference here?
It's
Skill
prob
level,
okay. I'm pulling up the net
Magnus is
worth.
11.
Whew. Experience is over 25k. Net worth is over 25k as well. In 20 minutes.
Dude.
Oi.
So if Ember dies here, how much gold does he give? Like 20,000?
I don't think Ember dying is an option after what just happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won't die, I don't think.
The buyback.
They have it on Magnus, but he's got no RP. And he... Please.
Please. The mercy. Poor Rubik. His net worth is less than 1,000.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Havoc's just gone Rover. He's Will Ferrell from Semi-Pro at this point. He's just running in circles.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
Oh, and the Anchor Smash finishes him off, or gets him low. Let's finishes him off. He got a Daedalus on the way yet? Yeah, he does. So he's got 2 Battle Furies and a Daedalus at 21 minutes.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
I only play one hero.
Top tower.
And Skippy's finally gonna call it.
Yeah. Good game, guys. It was a pleasure.
Radiant
Looks like the game was good.
Dude, they want an interview with Lutz. They want a Lutz interview. A Lutz review.
Let's interview a Riot.
34. 34 and 0. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
That was good. That was fun.
It was alright.
Box, but
That was a tough game for them. Hopefully they'll 999 GPM report, please.
wait, does that cap? No, it doesn't.
No,
Cap, right?
it doesn't cap.
Oh man.
Yeah, I can't. One of the the 82L crazy weekend that you did, the 1-day tournament, I casted a Templar Assassin that had a 1016 GPM and 1200 experience per minute in a 26-minute game, or sorry, in a 25-minute game, and had 26 kills.
Wow.
It was like unreal. It's pretty funny. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I am Wolf Thoda. Joining me was Jordan and King Curd. You guys want to have any shoutouts you want to give to the 12 people in Twitch chat?
Dude, Hellfire, I'm coming for you, man. Riot. You gotta do it. Riot.
GIF Riot.
TI, I'm only giving you half of a maple bar.
Oh, shots fired.
Alright guys, peace. It was awesome.
Take it easy, guys.
Thanks.